All right, it's time for a little bit of a update here. I've got 3 of the windows out now, and I just wanted to talk about this for a bit here. I think if you're going to restore one of these trailers, you got to remove the windows. They're just screwed in, and then wood trim like this is what's on the inside, and the screws go into the wood and everything is sandwiched. Unfortunately, this fella siliconed, so you can see little traces of silicone around here, but look what happens when I take my orbital sander to it. I completely remove it. Now, to me, this is very important because I can now paint. When I paint the exterior of the trailer, I'm going to paint all of this as well. Okay, it's not, I'm not going to have to mask anything off, or so. And then what happens is the windows need to be cleaned. Here's the windows here, by the way. These gaskets here get really stiff and old. This keeps the rain off the window. And then there's also little gaskets underneath here too. Let's see if I can just open this sucker up. Oh, I can't. Anyways, there's some it's called J gaskets, and they slide in. I covered rebuilding these windows in the other Surfside videos that I did. So 1976 Surfside videos, you can go and look, and I had to completely rebuild the windows. These ones here, well, I don't need to clean the green paint off them, so they'll just get a bit of a polish, and they'll be good to go. But I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that it's not hard to take the windows out, and this wood that's in behind the windows here, you should replace it, really. So, I mean, what is this? This is about 2" by 3/4" inch wood. I would have a tendency to go at least 3 inches wide on the wood. It goes, okay, you can look through and to the other side there, and you can see that all the holes are through the thin insulate. And if I go a little bit wider wood, I can actually rest shelves on top all the way around the trailer. Okay, in the other Surfside, I had shelves from the closet to, and then I had another shelf here that went this way here with a front even on it that fit the roof. Everything was pretty classy. I think open shelves are just fine too, as long as you have a ledge on the front of the open shelf. The open shelf still allows you to run wiring for your lights, because it's nice to have reading lights here. Yeah, and the trim over there on that side would be fairly close to the to where the closet wall goes. Well, I'm actually going to make it exactly tight up against the closet wall. That way I can screw the closet wall in to the window frame, and then it also screws into the door frame, so the closet would be well supported. No need for that fiberglassing up top there. Okay, they fiberglass the top of the closet in place there, so I won't be doing that. They also fiberglassed the bottom of the closet in there too, so not gonna do that. And as you can see, this rear window here, it leaked. They had, I wonder if I can find those rotten, yeah, look at this. So this is the rotten piece here. Look at that. Basically what happened was they didn't pre-drill, they just ran the screws in here, and they're pretty close to the edge here, and they just basically split the wood, and that allowed the moisture to get in. It also made the window not cinch tight. Okay, So it's pretty important when I'm reinstalling this window, and I'll go over that when I get to the point of putting things back together again there. So, and I just want to show that I'm working on this side first, and there was a lot of very compromised little bits of the gel coat here where the sun is shining on. It's the same up on the roof there, and you can see some here too. What happened is over the 47 years, the sun just kind of makes a little, if there's a hollow spot in behind the gel coat, and chances are you get this little rough edges here like this. So I'm busy right now. I'm filling those and sanding them and shaping them. Okay, I'm also sanding around the windows, but I've got these kinds of holes everywhere here. Now that's where it leaked, eh? Not good. But again, it didn't wreck anything, just that wooden molding. You know, it can't hurt this. It may or may not have hurt the floor, but I don't think so because the floor is fiberglassed in there. So yeah, it's better than a stick-built trailer. I like working on these. And someone was asking, well, gee, what happens when you remove the covers? You have no support on the ceiling, huh? Yeah, actually, you're right. These, I'm just gonna get one up here for you. These things, this is what I use. And if you're gonna work on one of these trailers, you definitely need at least 2 of these things. They are a support rod, and you can ratchet them up and lift this part of the roof. When you put in the cupboard again, and then lower the roof down onto the cupboard. That way you know the roof is being supported. And these trailers, the closet, and then the fridge here again, will support the roof. So I'm going to be painting all this insulate in here. Well, insulate or whatever you call it. I don't know. It's elephant skin, somebody call elephant skin. It's foam backed vinyl anyway. This I'm going to have to be, and this is something I'm going to cover this later, how I'm going to fix this roof vent up to make it less flexible. So that'll be fixed. Right now, without windows and wood in here, these things are pretty floppy. But again, once you've put the wood trim on there and sandwich the window in from the outside with butyl tape, and, you know, it strengthens everything right up. Because don't forget, these trailers bounce around a lot. So you don't want that. You don't want everything shaking like crazy here. So I'm going to be going with a much taller fridge. My fridge will probably go from about here, because that's the maximum part in the wall there, about here down to, oh, maybe about here with my fridge. And then some drawers below that. That's my plan anyway. But I'm keeping the same cabinet. I'm just going to modify it. And it'll be a nice 12-volt fridge. So yeah, anyways, things are coming along. I've got access hatches all cut there, and everything's good. And I just wanted to point out one thing that, in my opinion, one more thing that makes the Surfside and the Trillium trailers better than the Bowler trailers, again, my opinion, is that you don't need to pop rivet anything through the wall to support here, because they've made the whole body of the trailer a shape that allows you, and they've actually done it here, they glue or fiberglass these little blocks of wood right on top of that lip. And so it's completely, your bench that you sit on is completely supported. Yeah, all the way around. So it's an awesome way to do it. Makes it much stronger. Here at the front, it's done the same thing. You can see a little block of wood, and it's fiberglassed right on there. and you screw your bench down. So when I when I do put the benches back on there again, I will choose a different hole and move the screws over. As long as you don't put too long a screw in there and it goes right through and outside the body, you're good. That's what this little lip is for. Holds up the bench. And you can see where you don't need a bench. It drops down a little bit there and then it comes back up again. And this is your bench height. It's perfect. Another thing that I liked was bowlers have a special taillight. You've pretty much got to use this one kind of 7-inch taillight on them if you want LEDs. This is a flat surface back here. I could have done anything. They just had those regular old plastic trailer lights on there. And I've got some fancy LEDs, so circular ones. And they have a gasket on them. And see? There you go, red LEDs. They just pop in. They're for trucks, and works pretty good. So flat surface means you have a lot of options for taillights. There's many things you could do with that flat surface. So, all right.